Okay, here we go. So let's say this is the deal that you have to do for Paul George, right?
Yeah.
Evan Fournier, Obi Toppin, Derrick Rose, Miles McBride. I put 3 draft picks in here. The Detroit one, the
Okay.
Dallas one, things that are probably not likely to convey at this point.
Yeah.
And a lottery protected Knicks first round because you know they're going to ask for that.
Yeah.
Right? You know they're going to ask for a Knicks first round pick. Let's say this is like the max that they have to offer. Let's say you
Yeah.
don't even have to do that. Would you do this?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Easily.
For 2 year and it's only a 2 year rental.
Easily.
You could choose not even to extend Paul George.
Yeah.
Right. Or the other alternative is what we've been hearing is that you got to trade someone like IQ, Obi, maybe even Grimes, and everybody and all these draft picks that Chicago wants because they fumbled on their side to go after Vucevic like that, and you got to give up more for Zach LaVine. Would you rather do that for Zach LaVine, or would you rather do the rental?
I'd rather do the rental, but there's no way I don't think the Clippers do that, right? If you look at what Ballmer's motivation is going to be here, they're moving into the new stadium in Inglewood next year. I'm either saying if I'm going to trade Paul George, I'm just thinking it, right? If I'm going to trade Paul George, I need star for star, or I need some sort of young player that I could throw on a billboard and say, hey, the new LA's here, right? Because the draft, whatever draft picks you give me are not going to be worth anything. You're talking about three protected picks. We see the diminishing returns are coming on those. Like, I would have to say, give me RJ. I'm just playing devil's advocate. Give me IQ. Give me something that I could sell the people. I can't sell the people a Kawhi Obi ticket.
Okay. Well, thankfully enough, I did do a trade machine for that.
Okay.
With RJ
All right, let's pull it up. Man.
All right.
People in the chat.
And there's been.
Hold on. Let me get the people in the chat's thoughts. Give us your thoughts on this trade, man. PG for Evan Fournier, Derrick Rose, Obi Toppin, Deuce McBride, the Detroit protected first rounder, the Dallas 2024 protected first, and a 2025 lottery protected first round pick. What do you guys think about the potentials of that deal? Who says no in that scenario? Who says no?
And here's my thing for the Clippers on that deal. You just saw what Bradley Beal went for. We're seeing, we understand the whole situation with the Warriors and why Jordan Poole potentially had to leave and trading for Chris Paul and so forth. Right? The league is just topsy-turvy right now. You can't tell me that you can ask for more, that much more on a rental. That's why. Okay? That's just my thought. If you're the Knicks, you're saying, hey, look, you obviously are willing to trade him. You're not looking to extend him because you also have the same fears of the injury and so forth. So you can't ask for that much more. Just want to throw that out. But let's go to the other one because I do agree with you. And the other conversation everyone's been saying is that we can keep everybody. We can keep RJ. We can keep Grimes. We can keep all the young guys. Maybe it's just Obi, McBride that are the only 2 guys that have to get out of here.
Okay.
Right? I don't believe that just because you can't sell me that Paul George is going to come here and that you're going to put RJ on the bench. I know some will say Grimes because he's still young on a rookie scale contract. What we saw is that we needed more shooting in the starting lineup, and you're not going to sit one of your best shooters in your starting lineup who plays defense when Tibbs is a defensive guy, and you add Paul George, who's a defensive guy and also a good shooter, and you keep that around there so you can spread the floor, right? So I'm looking at RJ, and I'm like, we just had DA on yesterday on the NBA report.
David Aldridge, the legend David Aldridge. NBA report is smoking right now, sizzling like bacon. But go ahead. It's a quick promo.
But we had David Aldridge on there yesterday, and we heard he had the same logic, right? With when it came to DeAndre Ayton, he just went from second, third, and now you're gonna tell him fourth, and you're gonna tell that for RJ too. Like you're gonna tell RJ, hey, look, man, we made you the 4th option, we gave you the 3rd option, now you go back to the 4th option. Like players have emotions too, they got feelings, they have dreams, aspirations.
They want the ball.
So here's the one with RJ Barrett, man.
All right, hang tight. Let me pull it up. Give me a second. So to everybody in the chat, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. We got people waiting on the calls. Call us up on the Discord as well, man. Hit us up on the KnicksFanTV Discord. The link is in the chat. And also you can call us up on the phone, 657-383-1509. Okay, here's the next one. Break it down for us.
All right, so you got RJ, Fournier, Toppin. I put RJ in there because I'm thinking, look, you're saying Clippers got to sell the new stadium, right? There's your young guy. He showed you some promise in the playoffs. He can sell that. to the Clippers, Obi Toppin. They got Marcus Morris out there, the only other power forward. Has some power forward depth. He's on one more year for Morris. Maybe you say, hey, we can go young with Obi Toppin. Fournier to help make the salary work. Once again, you throw their first in there. I added 25 first-round lottery pick for the Knicks. I think that's a little overkill. I'd actually pull that back if I'm giving you RJ, in all honesty.
Mm-hmm.
But that would be the deal, I would say, for Paul George. That's another alternative that we got out there. Just because I can't see how you keep RJ.
Yeah.
And you're going to say we're going to have only one other shooter next to Brunson again. And then you're going to tell me we're going to keep RJ, start Paul George in front of him and tell him, don't worry, my guy.
What's Julius going to be doing? Watching film? Julius needs to get activated, man. He's trying to get 56 points.
Ah, man.
What do you guys think of the chat, man? Rate that trade deal in the chat. What do you guys think? 1 being trash, 5 being facts. Rate the trade. The thing with the Clippers, when I hear this news, I have to think it's the two teams really kicking the tires. It's the Clippers saying, we're probably not going to sign this guy to a long-term deal based on his history. We've got negative returns on our investment every year. And at 33 years old, we're not going to sign this guy to a new deal. If these guys flame out, we're just going to destroy and rebuild, as they should, with a new stadium and everything, because these guys are not durable, and they're only getting older, him and Kawhi Leonard. So I think the Clippers are going out there, they're making phone calls, doing their homework, seeing what they can get, because it's most likely that maybe even by the trade deadline, if there's not something there, he could get dealt somewhere.